With Horror Mayhem in full swing, I wanted to take a look at two Solomon Kane stories. For those of you who don't know, Horror Mayhem is a reading event created by the bookish Bryants and held in memoriam for Scott Bryant. I'll have a link in the description to all the co-hosts too, so you can see what they're reading for this year's World Tour of Horror. In Skulls in the Stars, Solomon Kane is traveling through England and is told to avoid a particular road across the moors because it is haunted. Firm in his belief that he must righteously confront evil, Kane takes the road, looking to discover what evil, natural or supernatural, has taken hold of the area. The Castle of the Devil is a graphic novel adaptation of one of Robert E. Howard's unfinished fragments about Solomon Kane, completed by Scott Alley and featuring artwork by Mario Guevara. Wandering through Germany's Black Forest, Kane ends up in the company of a fellow Englishman named John Silent. Baron von Staller plays host to the two men in his castle, which he built upon the ruins of an abbey that was destroyed after accusations of heresy and devil worship. Kane finds himself uncertain who he can trust as John Silent, the Baron, and Mahasti, the Baron's much younger Persian wife, all show different sides of themselves and entreat the wandering Puritan's help for different causes. Even more sinister happenings arise, however, when Solomon Kane finds out the castle's history is not quite as buried as the Baron claims. Skulls in the Stars is pulpy supernatural action with a dark twist to the story. It may not be as sharp as some of Howard's other writing, but it is propulsive and gets the job done. The story also showcases the personality of Solomon Kane as someone intense, humorless, and driven to confront evil in the name of God, using all available tools and weapons to do so. His last lines in the story also show he is not a man free from doubt, so while he is devout and sanctimonious, he is not inflexible nor unthinkingly dogmatic. The Castle of the Devil is a slower adaptation, where Kane comes to question some of his expectations and judgments about the people around him. Though it takes a while, he is also beset by a variety of supernatural beasts and sorcery that challenges him physically as much as the circumstances challenge his early assumptions. John Silent even remarks that Kane seems easily swayed by another character's appearance of piety and questions the strength of the wandering Puritan's devotion to justice. Guevara's art for Castle of the Devil is okay, but I am not a fan of Dave Stewart's coloring here. The technique does the story no favors, making it look like a muddy watercolor. Guevara's pencil work alone is clearer and conveys plenty of drama, and Mike Mignola's cover art is strong in his distinct style. Some editions of Skulls in the Stars have illustrations by Gary Gianni, and I think they really get the mood and grittiness of Solomon Kane's adventures. If there is a flaw in both stories, however, it is the grim resolve of Solomon Kane. His righteousness and dedication mean he doesn't feel the same fear in these situations as the reader might feel. Some of the tension is undercut by Kane's tenacity. While pulpy, these are stories with strong elements of supernatural horror, and the terror doesn't really seem to reach Kane no matter the amount of danger he is in. While I think these are good adventure stories, they lack some of the nail-biting fear readers might expect with horror stories. And I'll have a link at the end of the video for anyone in the mood for Horror Mayhem recommendations with more tension and dread. On the whole, I do recommend these as I do most Solomon Kane adventures. They may not be terrifying, but they are fun, supernatural pulp stories with a strong central character. Solomon Kane is only behind Conan among my favorite creations of Robert E. Howard. A few of the stories are in the public domain, but if you can get a collection of the tales of Solomon Kane, it's worth your time to read some of the adventures of the wandering Puritan swordsman. But what do you, the audience at home, think? Are you a fan of pulpy supernatural horror? Is Kane not vulnerable enough for the horror to really hit? Where do you rank Solomon Kane among the creations of Robert E. Howard? And what are you reading for Horror Mayhem? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my peculiar notions. If you appreciate this channel and want to support it, you know what to do. You can also take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel of another YouTube creator you enjoy, or the algorithm will send werewolves after you. Until next time, enjoy some good horror stories. Live and be well.